Hey everyone, Danielle Fitzpatrick Clark here, and thank you so much for joining me. We are on day 2 of funnels. So today we're going to talk about a different type of funnel. And this one is a content delivery type funnel. So I like to call this one my featured content funnel. I have it all like done over here. So you guys are wondering what am I looking at? And I like to draw things out. Not well. They're not well. All right, guys, don't make fun of me about my really bad. Yeah, see, I don't think you can see it, but I'm not a good drawer. That's not my thing. My daughters are really great at it, but I'm not good at it. I'm more of a writer. That's my thing. But yeah, so we have another funnel and I'm going to simplify it. So I wrote it out so that I simplified it because I had the much more complicated one on here. This is the simplified version. And it can be really, really simple. And this is featured content. This is content that people really need to receive from you. They're not going to get it anywhere else. In fact, it's not on Google just because you haven't put it out there on Google yet and you haven't worked your SEO. That's the only reason it's not on Google yet. It's because you haven't put it out there. So that changes today. And I'm going to show you guys how to do a very, very simple featured content funnel. And there's a lot of ways to do this, but we're going to keep it really simple. So just a moment. I will show you guys. All right. Here is my great mind mapping platform, Lucidcharts. So we're gonna start with what we usually start with, which is our traffic sources. So traffic sources are really important. Don't think they need to be this big. There we go. So one of the best feature content funnels that we have done is on LinkedIn. So you can have feature articles all the time. So that's a really good traffic source. I think I can just put this text right up here. I can. So we're going to put traffic sources up here. So whatever you could possibly have for a traffic source, let's go ahead and bring it down here. You know, Facebook is a really good one. I had Facebook up here. I have a lot of ways to put Facebook up here. No, no, come on. This one, this one. Okay. Really? Is that all it is? Okay. Instagram is another good one. And guys, these funnels, by the way, they're going to build on each other. So it's not going to just be like, oh, she just gave me all these random funnels this week. What am I supposed to do with all of this mess? No, there's a reason why I'm giving them to you in this order. I promise you're going to see. So ads. It could be Facebook ads, it could be something else. So your featured content, what is it going to be? It needs to be video. It really does, guys. Like for any of you guys that are like, oh, video, do I really have to do it? I'm gonna highly suggest you do it. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna say it is pretty close to imperative that you guys do that you do video. And here's the thing is that 86%, 86%, 86% of people will be digesting content in 2023 via video. So video is really a great way to have some feature content. So this is going to be your featured content. Feature content. I'm going to just put it up here in case you guys were wondering what kind of feature content it needs to be. Video. Video, please. Best. So video is best. And don't get me wrong, because I know some of you guys are going to say this. And why do I know this? Because people always ask us. You may be thinking, but my people really like content. Awesome. You know why? We're going to have something for everybody here because it's not just going to be the featured content. It is also going to be, come on, long form copy underneath the featured content. That's right. Yep. So we're going to have, actually, we want to do this. Want it to go here. No, it's not going to work Come on. Ah, it worked. Okay. So video is best. Feature content is video. Doesn't have to be really long. No, keep it like 15 minutes or less if you can. I mean, some people will like to do it under 5 minutes. I like good content. My stuff does not get explained in 5 minutes. Do I like to talk? Yeah, I like to talk 15 minutes or less. Like a podcast episode, right? So you've got your feature content. It's going to be video. You're also going to put long form copy underneath this. Now, the really great long form copy is not the hard sell copy. It's not going to be like you are watching this video and you should do this. You're feeling so much pain around this, and you're feeling this pain, and you're going to continue to feel this pain until you do X, Y, and Z. Oh, and buy my $15,000 package while you're at it. No, that's not the type of long form copy I'm talking about. So the type of long form copy I'm talking about is it's an extension of what you're teaching. Like they can go down and read and get the cliff notes for sure. Yes. And your cliff notes are your header. So anything that is a cliff note of what you're teaching in the 15 minutes should be a header. It should be bigger than the rest of the content. And it should be bolded or underlined in some way. So think of it as most of us are going to be cliff note readers. So what do we need to read to get the baseline of what it is we're teaching in the video? So that's kind of what I like to think about for the long form copy. You also want to be more encouraging and positive with your long form copy. Like if they're on the page, they're already feeling the pain. We've already gotten them to raise their hand to the point where they are watching a 15-minute video, when they probably have tons of other things to do or tons of other videos to watch. So we don't have to sell hard at this point. We can actually move them towards their next level. So I like to do, it's not even passive, like it's not passive copy. I like to do more encouraging copy. I like to bring to light, okay, here's what's happening, guys. And I get it. In fact, I get it so much because my clients come to me with the same issue, with these same challenges. And when my clients come to me with these challenges, I like to find solutions. And you can even put in there, in the past, I had this challenge and I found my way through. And this is how I did it. So that's the type of encouraging copy. Like, I get it. I can not only sympathize, I can empathize, and I have a solution for this very thing. So it's really pinpointing what it is that they need, what it is that they want. It's not fluffy. It's not, there's no question of what you're doing, what you're helping them with, because we do have that feature content at the top that's explaining it. And then we also have the long form copy underneath it that explains it further. So that's your feature content. So, and you guys don't have to overthink it either. You may have already done featured content right in LinkedIn. Like if you've had any LinkedIn articles that have gone really well, I would take a look at those first and foremost to see if those are perhaps here, I'm just going to move this over here just so we're not in the way. If those are perhaps articles that you can turn into video content for your featured content. So you may be asking, well, what's the point of the featured content? The point of the featured content is to inform people up very, very quickly. So they could be cold prospects. They could be lukewarm prospects, but let's just say that they're at the very front, the very beginning of their journey with you, whatever that journey is. They're at the very beginning. They're still scoping you out. This is very much a nurture funnel. So we've prospected them in. This could be a logical next step to a prospect funnel. It could be part of an email nurture. So on our last one, we talked about the ebook. We talked about a 5 email series for 5 days after they download. This could be actually part of your emails, moving them into a featured content page. So you may be wondering, where can I host it? Well, you can host it on your website. That's the great thing, is that you can actually put this type of funnel right on your website. You can drive traffic to it. So you can have your video, you can have your content. And then that's kind of like a landing page. You may have your own funnel funnel platform, funnel system. So I know that we have our very specific system that we have designed. You guys can ask me questions if you want more information on that. It's a really cool feature. And then there's other ones like Kajabi, not my favorite. In fact, one of my least favorites. ClickFunnels, not too bad. There's some features I don't love about it. And then there's a whole bunch of other ones too that are up and coming. There's some really cool ones that are making some pretty big waves. So in Keep, Infusionsoft, they are definitely a funnel platform. You can host your landing pages there. That's another good one. Don't really have a favorite between them and ClickFunnels. I just will say that I like those two better than I like Kajabi. Yeah, I know all you Kajabi people are like, oh, I love my Kajabi. I'm like, I do not like it for funnels. I don't like it for funnels. It's not my favorite. Um, and there's a lot of reasons why. I like segmentation. I like it easy. I like it intuitive. And I find that Kajabi has certain features that are not conducive to funnels and segmentation and what I really wanted to do. So if I feel like I have to force it, like the evil stepsister on Cinderella forcing that shoe on the foot, then it's just not my thing. And that's kind of how I feel about Kajabi. All right, I'll get off of that soapbox. So you may be like, okay, great. So I have my feature content. I repurposed a LinkedIn article. I wrote some long form copy underneath it. I know a lot of you guys are going to want examples, and guess what? I will have them in the next step, the next level. I will talk about that long form copy a little bit more. And you may be like, what's the purpose of this? Are we just going to have them come in, watch something, and then we leave them hanging? Nope, nope, you don't. You don't have to. In fact, what you're going to want to move them into is a phone call with you. So we're solving a problem, right? So we're solving a challenge in the feature content. That's a good feature content, is when we solve a challenge. Now, what usually comes up when we solve a challenge is another challenge. So definitely, create that within your feature content. So what's a good example of that? So kind of coach. All right, let's just say that we're a social media management agency and we want to solve the conundrum of how you can be everywhere at once. So, and why that's important? Well, it's important because if you have the appearance of being everywhere at once, then you get in front of more people, and the more people you can get in front of, the more eyeballs on your content, the more potential clients that you will have, right? So that's the challenge, is how do I do that? The reason why is because more people equals more sales in most cases, especially with social media. And so the solution is, from a social media management standpoint, is, well, you need a couple things. One thing is that you need a system to automate some of these processes. And also, you need really amazing content that is eye catching, that is, I would say this, disruptive. So let me show you our 3-step system to 10x your social media views. So they teach that. And then what is it that comes up because they only have 15 minutes? Well, the challenge that comes up is, how do I create that amazing content? Right? I know probably a lot of you guys are thinking that, like, I don't even know how I would do that. So you would absolutely want to figure that out. You would want to figure that out if you were watching that initial feature content. So here's what I would do if I was that agency. I would say, you may be wondering how to create this amazing content. And here's the thing, I have this amazing workshop, live stream workshop, where I teach you guys how to create 6 months worth of engaging content in 3 hours. That's right. We're going to create all of it, and it is going to help you convert like crazy. So if you guys want to apply, because there's only so many spots, then I'm going to send you a link to the application. And if it looks good, we will flip you the link to jump on a call with us. So guess what, guys? This is either going to be one of two things. It could be both. So you can have an application link, right? This is going to lead them into some kind of a product. I like the idea of workshops here. I like the idea of group programs. I mean, heck, I even like the idea of high ticket. And we'll get into high ticket later on this week and some other funnels for that. But that's the application. So they can apply for it and then you can automate flipping them a link after they've applied for it. You may want to jump on with everybody. So if you've done a really good job with your feature content and it's very, very specific to your ideal client, and you do kind of that prospecting and that filtering in and out of filtering in the ideal clients, filtering out the non-ideal clients, then you could probably flip a link after they finish the application and invite them in to schedule a call. So you could do that. We're going to put an and or decision here because I think that it could be both. So and or, well, we'll do this. So and or, so application link. And then the final one is going to be a confirmation page. I'm yawning right in your guys' ears. My apologies. Whoop, no, don't want that to be all cap. So just depends, guys. You may want a confirmation page plus next steps. You could do this a couple ways. They could go right through. So I don't really want that to be, yeah, there we go. Not quite the typical decision. So you can have a confirmation page that says, thank you for applying and here are your next steps. And your next steps could be like, this is what to expect on your call. I would say that if they're doing an application, you want to be genuine. And if you say that we're going to look over applications, then look over applications before you flip them a link. And that confirmation page to say, congrats, you applied. Here are the next steps. Wait by your email. We'll let you know. Here's the expectations. If you're not guaranteeing that, you just want them to apply, then it's not necessarily an application. It could be go ahead and grab a call on our calendar. Oh, by the way, we want you to fill out a survey first. So it could be an application link or it could be a survey. Personally, I like the surveys. And the reason I like the surveys first, you guys, if you've been in my circles, if you've been on my email list, you know that I like surveys. Survey link into calendar. I like surveys because I can find out more about my prospects as I come in. I can see where they're at. I can see where they want to go. I can pretty much tell before I jump on a call how serious they are or if they just want some free information. Either way, it's fine. I would prefer to know for a certainty if people are ready, if they're ready to work with our agency, if they're ready to work with me in social media, in digital marketing. If they aren't, I'm going to know pretty quickly, but I also have other places that I can put them so that they get what they need. So I like the survey so I can gauge that. So if they do the survey and it links into the calendar, then the calendar can flip them to a confirmation page and next steps. Now, here's the kicker with this, guys. If you guys take that route with the survey link into a calendar, they set up that calendar time with you, then that confirmation page needs to tell them their next steps, like, congratulations, you just signed up for an exclusive call with Mary. And here's what you need to know about your call, and then have it written out. So that makes it really imperative, right? So let's just say that that's what you guys end up doing, right? You end up doing that. And so we're going to have an email sequence, right? That's a little too big. Oh, come on. Let's put you right here. I did not do that right. See, it's a good thing I'm not trying to draw this with just a pen and paper. It would be so sad. It'd be so sad, guys. I will not do that to you this time. You guys will have to see some of my really crappy handwriting at some point. All right. So, but I don't think scientists have to be good drawers. I don't think digital marketers have to be good at drawing. No, I know they don't because I've seen a lot of people draw and write on their boards really fast and try to draw, and they're even worse than I ever thought of being. So, I'm in good company as a digital marketer. All right, so email number one. This is going to be your confirmation email. So confirmation of scheduled call. Right. So we've got that one. I also like to have text message. So here, let's put in there immediate. So that's immediate. Email number two. I like this to be another confirmation of the call. And I like this to be 24 hours before call time. And if you guys haven't, you may want to make sure that you give yourself 24 hours in your calendar app, whatever that is, so that you can send this out within that time frame. So 24 hours, and then the next one, email 3. Schedule. I mean, I usually like it to be 8 hours before time of call. Let's just move this in a little bit more. And then email number 4 is actually, it's not even an email, SMS. SMS number 1. So this would technically be email number 4, if we're going to put it that way. Confirmation of schedule. I like this 2 hours before call time. I'm going to just move this down. No, not this one. We're going to do this. No, not that. There we go. All right. So, and then we have one more. I know some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, so many emails. You'd be surprised. You need them. Sometimes you need them. You want to make sure that people show up. It's your time too. It's your time too. And they're not going to get the help that they need. So I usually will do this 1 hour before call time. Okay. So we've got that. There's your emails. And it doesn't have to be super complicated, guys. You can make it really easy, really easy. Okay. Now my lines are all squiggly. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing that I do not have OCD. This would drive some people I know crazy, one of them being my husband. It's really fun to torture him sometimes with this stuff. All right. So simplified version of this featured content. You solve a problem. You create a, I don't like saying problem. You solve a challenge, you create a challenge. You also have a solution for that next step challenge. For them to get it, they need to go ahead and either fill out an application for one of your programs, or you can send them to your calendar, but make sure there's a survey or a questionnaire at the beginning so that you're understanding them more. Depending on what you do with those, and or you can have a confirmation page with next steps. When they sign up, you do want to send them a confirmation of the scheduled call email. Bedtime. Yes, this is pre-recorded, just so you guys know. So email number 1, confirmation. Email number 2, confirmation in 24 hours out. Make sure that you guys give yourself the room for that. Email number 3, confirmation. 8 hours out. Email number 4 is not, I don't do an email. I usually do an SMS alert like, hey, don't forget 2 hours from now. Here's this. Some people like to do emails and then SMS for each of the emails. I don't like to. I like to just send one SMS because I don't want them to delete me. And if I send too many of those, then they will. And then email number 5, 1 hour out. And then that's the piece. So here is the complete funnel setup for this. This is a nurture into a sales process. So after this one, after the sales call, you would have another nurture funnel. So depending on how that call goes, you're going to want to put them into another funnel that nurtures them either to stay in your circle because you have other things coming, or maybe they're a fit later on, or to nurture them into completing that sale with you. So hope you guys enjoy. Yes, you can have this to download for yourself. And there is a next step. There is a next step funnel piece for this, but it's not necessarily that you need to add more to this. What I think you guys are going to want to know is more about this long form copy. Like, how do we really make this appetizing for them so that they go and jump into the application? So it's a couple different things, guys. You're also going to want to know what to put on the confirmation page and the next steps page, just a little bit beyond what I told you about. So that next level funnel, future content funnel that you guys can sign up and receive will be more of a training than a PDF. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be more of a training. Let me talk to you guys more about the long form copy and more about that confirmation page and next steps. So you guys can get that. Check out the link. It's going to be in the comments. You're going to have to go ahead and drop your email and your phone number for it. But trust me, it's going to be worth it. And yes, you can grab the swipe copy for the long form copy. I do have swipe copy for that. It is at a price though, small price, but you can. So I hope that helps. And yes, this is a really great application. Yes, this is a really great feature content one, and you can repurpose it and create this funnel very, very quickly if you have content already. It's just a little bit of pizzazz with that feature content and how you present it and how you present that next step. So just know that that's going to be part of the magic that's in this funnel. All right, I hope you guys enjoy. Go ahead and register and get that next step. We'll talk soon.